Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of From the Rough. It's America's favorite golf podcast right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. My mother called me Tim, but you can call me IndyCarTim. That guy over there to my screen left is PGA of America member Mr. Johnny Gerber. Maybe for one of the last times from Kansas City. We announced that yet? I mean, I know I broke the news here a couple weeks ago.
You did, but certainly we can, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But yes, certainly I don't know the last time, certainly not the last time I'll be in Kansas City, but maybe broadcasting from the KC studios is probably going to be the last time, certainly with moving to our new little studios in Fort Worth, Texas, not too far from our home, the mothership there in Dallas and Tampa. It's a little far from Tampa, but hey, we are getting a little bit closer to the home ship. But yeah, bittersweet for sure. I've met some great people here. Still going to continue to have some great people here, but we are tearing down the studio here in Kansas City. So if you don't see all the stuff on the back wall, it's certainly a reason, because we're kind of packing up over the next 2 days. You're coming back up to see some people here. I heard tomorrow, right?
I am. Buddy? Can't wait.
I know.
We can have breakfast over there.
No,
do they serve breakfast?
Pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
Yeah,
and vodka.
Breakfast. Yeah, we're going down to. I got a little treat for you. I told you I was going to try to surprise you, but I'm terrible at surprises. So we're going to take a little tour of one of our new sponsors coming up. They're going down to the Tomstown Distillery down in Kansas City. One of our new sponsors coming on board. We're very excited about that. Tomstown Liquor. So they got a great vodka, a great bourbon, and a great gin. So we're gonna take some videos tomorrow as you come in with our man James and down at Tomstown Distillery. So looking forward to that. They're going to give us a tour of everything. So that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow when you come in.
Did you tell my future ex-wife, fiance, girlfriend that I was coming back?
I have not. I haven't been over there. I've been busy. You know, some of us work.
She's probably been wondering why I haven't called or.
You got to. She likes the surprise. You know, that's the surprise. I mean, you know,
she's gonna
between you two, you got 15 kids together. So you know, there's not really a lot of. You know, I'm pretty sure you don't really need to do a lot of like romancing here. I think you're good.
That's never been my strong point anyway.
No, that's good. Good for you. You're good. You're good. You're good.
It's just what you see is what you get, man. I'm sorry.
Chivalry is definitely not one of the qualities that you have to kind of pursue with.
Well, I can be chivalrous without being romantic. I mean, I still open the door for girls and
what behind you?
Put them first and stuff. But
yeah, put them first and stuff. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, and stuff. Yeah.
So see, I'm chivalrous.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, you know what's not chivalrous is childhood cancer.
Oh no! Wow, how'd that come about? What are you talking? Well,
because it's the FEDEX St. Jude Championship this week.
Good point. Great segue. That's why you're a pro.
Segue. Yeah.
That's why you're a pro.
Man, you know, I sit in my home office and I do all my sports writing and stuff, and I always have my TV on and pulling the curtain back a little bit. My favorite thing for background noise on my TV, you know, it's not sports. I turn on what we have on our YouTube TV. It's called the Justice Channel.
Texas Ranger.
Walker Texas Rangers on it a little bit, but the one that I prefer the most is Perry Mason.
Oh,
I love the show Perry Mason with Raymond Burr, William Hopper, Ray Collins.
That's Nancy's show. What about Murder, She Wrote? You ever watch Murder, She Wrote?
Oh, I never got into Murder, She Wrote. But I'm like, and I watch, even when I'm watching TV, I will flip on Perry Mason because they just loop it for about 7 hours throughout the day. So that's my background noise, man. And I dig it. I watch, and sometimes I get so into I got to stop what I'm doing and turn around and finish the episode because I don't remember it or something. But
so
then
our
what they do-
financial. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say what they do is St. Jude had children's hospitals. The great who was Danny Thomas that founded that St. Jude Children's Hospital. You know, they run these little infomercials in between. Like they'll take up a whole 3-minute commercial blocks to do their infomercials. And I try not to watch them.
I can't watch it. I can't. It just breaks me down.
That, and then they do the SPCA, the poor dog commercials and stuff, you know, to make you donate money for dogs and crap. And I'm like,
that kid that's on there that's 38 years old. He looks like he's 10. Just absolutely, just I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell for saying that. But it's true. Yeah. That's true. He's got a full beard. He's like 2 foot tall. He's got a full beard, and he's like his voice is cracking and
in a wheelchair.
38 years old, and
because he wasn't supposed to live past 10.
He's got those bears and shit.
Johnny's trying to bury him now anyway. But I don't know if we're doing St. Jude justice. You think they're going to make a commercial out of this?
Well, hey, listen, St. Jude, listen, we're probably not going to have any winners after this segment for St. Jude, so bear with. It's called Karma. It's called Karma.
Good God. What are we doing? Colby be proud of this. But it is the St. Jude Championship. They're in Memphis, the home of FedEx. Formerly called Federal Express. I think there's a whole generation of people that have no idea that it used to be called Federal Express.
Yeah, Tom Hanks worked for them.
I never saw that movie either.
That movie's awesome.
It's not. Tom Hanks is in it. How awesome could it be? Yeah, him and who's the black dude I don't like? Denzel Washington. If Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington's in it, I'm probably out.
2 of the greatest actors in the history of acting, and you shut them down.
No, definitely Denzel, but I mean, I like some of the old Tom Hanks movies as we get into movie talk here on From the Rough, right here on Fan Stream
Bosom
Sport.
Buddies?
Love me Bosom Buddies. I liked the Dan Brown, the Angels and Demons, and the Da Vinci Code. I liked him in those. Yeah. He had kind of a mullet going on in those, so I kind of like the mullet Tom Hanks. But
all right.
Anyway, let's get into some golf because, Johnny, it is the postseason. It is underway starting tomorrow. The 2024 St. Jude Championship, TPC Southwind in Memphis. It's a par 70, which is better than a par 71, but not as good as a par 72 in my book. It is going to play 7,243 yards with a $20 million purse. So the postseason's finally here. We've been talking about it all year. What do they say on the broadcast? The season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Or whatever it is.
You can't play. Is that what they say?
I think they say that too. Jim Nantz says that all the time. Defending champion or FedEx Cup champion Victor Hovland is kind of on the ropes here. He's on the outside looking in right now to the final cut here of the top 50. So we'll talk a little bit about Victor Hovland. We've got some notable names that are on the fringe here that we're going to talk about a little bit. But as far as the FedEx Cup or the St. Jude Championship goes, it's TPC Southwind for the 3rd straight season, kicking off the FedEx Cup playoffs. Of course, we have the top 70 players from the regular season with the field set to trim by 20 people. So by the end of this, it'll be the top 50 ahead of the BMW Championship next week. It's kind of a crucial cutoff point for tour members here. Those who qualify for the BMW, again, those inside the top 50, will head west for the tournament and automatically be cleared to participate in every signature event for 2025. We don't have that list yet, do we? Have they announced that? I don't remember.
No, not yet.
But then those who are on the outside looking in, and I'm talking to you, Jordan Spieth, Minwoo Lee, Justin Rose, Nick Dunlap, Nick Taylor. Some of you guys are going to have some work to do here there in Memphis. Victor Hovland, the defending FedEx Cup champion, is at number 57 in the FedEx Cup standings right now. He's going to have to do something so he can defend his title and make the BMW Championship trophy. What's your thoughts on, because we've talked about him a little bit on and off. He never really knew what to think of his game this year. He never seemed like it was his game that he was playing. What's your analysis of the way his year's gone?
Yeah, he falls in that category of a lot of guys. What they do, they're trying to search for trying to get better and better. And I think he's got a lot of, a lot of different, he switched 3 or 4 coaches, right? And so he's getting a little different ear, something in his ear, and he's trying a few different things. And, he had the chipping woes for a long time, and I think he somewhat fixed some of that. But I think he falls in that category, like a lot of tour guys, just chasing so much perfection and trying to change your game to where not realizing, listen, the game that you brought to the PGA Tour is what it works. Right. It works. So just fine tune really what works. And I really think he just fell in that kind of that space, which a lot of those guys do, that they try to change coaches and they want a different voice. I get that. And I don't like that for a lot of guys. Maybe Jordan Spieth actually needs to do this. What Victor Hamm did, just different voice. But I think Victor just got too many different voices. And, especially, he likes to hit that little cut, and he wanted to change his ball flight to hit the ball the other way, right to left. I was like, what are you doing? I mean, your game, what you brought to the table is already good enough. Just get better at what you're good at. So, I think he just fell in that category and his mind got messed up. And then once you start hitting bad golf shots and you don't see the ball go the way that you normally like to see it, it messes up your mind. It really does. And you don't know where your start lines are, and you don't know where the ball flight is, and you don't know what pins, you don't know where your misses are. So I just really think he fell in that category of that type of player. And hopefully he's kind of out of it. I don't, this year, I don't really see a lot. We've had him on our card, and he's kind of disappointed for us this year.
It's been disappointing. That's kind of an understatement for sure for him, as we had pretty high expectations for him coming into the season. A guy that I didn't have high expectations for, and a guy that everybody's trying to knock off the top of the mountain. That one,
Scotty Scheffler.
As he has had an unbelievable season, a season that a lot of people have compared to the year 2000 season of Tiger. And when somebody first brought that up, I had to go look at numbers because I thought it was ridiculous. But when you compare numbers, it's not as ridiculous as it might sound at the very beginning. But, Scheffler's certainly in the mix here, of course. And somebody trying to knock Scheffler off of the mountain is one Xander Schauffele. I think of a drunk way to pronounce his name, too. Sounds drunk when you say Xander Schauffele anyway.
We'll get Kohler to do a bunch of different names, see what sticks. How about that?
Give him some margaritas and then just tell him to start pronouncing golfers' names.
Mambo taxis. Remember when he was in the studio? He's like, yeah, let's go. We got to go get some Mambo taxis. He's like, where's it at? It's like, it's about 3 miles. He said, I'll walk down and get some. I said, no, you won't.
I'll walk.
Yeah, no, you won't.
I was hoping he would, because I really wanted some. I've never had one.
Was that during COVID? No, that wasn't during COVID, but they were still doing to go Mambos.
Right.
And they would deliver them.
So great. That's where
we were going to get like 4 of them, and it was like $228 for like 4 of them to be delivered. I was like, well, it's pretty worth it. We're like, is it worth it or not? We're like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's like, it probably might be.
It's definitely worth it. And of course, Rory will be in the mix as well. Between Scotty, Xander, and Rory, they've combined for 10 victories this year on the PGA Tour, while you've got guys like Colin Morikawa, your future ex-Eskimo brother, Ludwig Oberg, Patrick Cantlay, Tony Finau, Sahith Theegala, Sung J M, and Justin Thomas, and Brian Harman. All these guys are inside the top 20, but none of them have any wins this year. So real quick, before our first break, Johnny, let's talk about some notable golfers on the fringe here, and I'm going to go backwards with the most notable name that is outside the top 50. One, Nick Dunlap. Kind of surprises me. I didn't think he'd had a horrible season, but finding himself at number 67, he's going to have to work a miracle, right, to get into that top 50?
Well, what's hurting me, he won as an amateur, so he's won twice this year.
Yeah, he's won twice, but once as an amateur, it didn't count.
He didn't get the money, right. So his money list and his FedEx Cup points is a little bit skewed. He's had a great year, so it surprises you. But so if you look at him, if he gets those points, he's certainly secured himself in the top 10, top 15 in that points if he's able to get those points. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way on the PGA Tour. Didn't get the points to go towards where he's at. But certainly one of the guys, it's a golf course. It's a long, you got to hit it long. You got to hit it straight, and it kind of fits him. He's an Alabama guy, so I think the grass itself, in that Memphis area, you get some of that transition, you get some of that zoysia, and you get some of that Bermuda. So I think the conditions are going to favor him a little bit. I don't have him on our card, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I certainly think he has some. Where's he sit right? Where's he sit right now?
67.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I think if he finishes in the top 20 this week, I think it bumps him in that top 50. He's certainly talented enough to do it, and the golf course fits him. So, yeah, I think he's going to have a good week.
And then a guy that doesn't surprise me that's not – actually, I'm surprised he's in the top 70 and he's even here, to be honest with you. And he sits at number 63 right now. Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, I mean, how about that? Is this the year? I mean, the first year in a long time that you haven't heard anything about Jordan Spieth? Obviously, he hasn't won. He hasn't won since last year at Valero. Yeah. So just a lackluster year in terms of Jordan Spieth standards, but still sits there at 63rd. So we're looking at a guy that obviously that we talk about all the time, hometown Dallas guy, that his bad year is sitting 63rd on the money list. So I think Justin Thomas kind of fits in that kind of category also. I think they're kind of in that same little bubble when it comes to something like that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't see, I mean, is he going to have a solid week to jump in that top 50? I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of confidence. I just don't see the form that he's had in the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's really given me anything to think he's going to jump in that top 50.
And then at number 62, just ahead of Spieth, we have your future brother-in-law, Min-Woo Lee.
That's fact. That is fact. That might be fact. That might be fact.
62. Min-Woo Lee's going to have to do some work here to get where he wants to be, and he's just ahead of Victor Hovland, who we talked about at the beginning here at number 57, Justin Rose at 55, and Nick Taylor at 52, just barely outside, sitting with 969 points. Who of these guys, Taylor, Rose, Hovland, Lee, Spieth, and Dunlap, out of those 6 guys, which one would you be the least surprised to see doesn't make it to the BMW?
Nick Taylor. Taylor. I think he just sits there on that bubble, and I think he wants to start playing well and get some momentum because certainly he's a lock for the President's Cup. So I think that I think he wants to play well. I think he's going to ride some momentum going into these last 3 events. And the last 3 events are weird, and we'll talk about this a little bit, maybe a little bit later, maybe in the next segment that we're going more in depth. Is you're going from Bermuda grass, very strong old school Bermuda, to Colorado, which is certainly bent grass, and then back to hardcore Bermuda. So maybe look at the guys that are playing well this week. Maybe not transcend to next week, but it will certainly transcend if they're able to go in that tour championship. That's a big transition when you start talking about grasses and different climates and the elevations. And I mean, it's a weird thing that they're going from like this type, polar opposite, back to this type of golf course. And Nick Taylor would surprise me. I think he's just got to he wants to build some momentum for the President's Cup.
Very good. We're going to take our first break of the show, pay some bills. We've got some new sponsors here in the commercial lineup, so you guys make sure you listen very carefully. More Right Rudder chimes in here on YouTube. Agree with you, John. That tournament next week will be a who's who. He also had a comment about Tom Hoagie there for this week, but that's what it is. Keep listening. More Right Rudder. Sounds like he's a pilot.
Maybe. Or somebody that rows a boat or something.
Well, do boats have rudders?
Is he a captain? Boat captain? Yeah, they got rudders.
I don't know. I don't know him. I thought you knew him or her.
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a him. But here we go. It's probably
love the comments. Love the comments. Keep bringing them in. We'll get some. Yeah, keep them coming.
Keep them coming. We'll be back. We're going to talk about the field, the odds, some notables, some not so notables at the 2024 FedEx St. Jude Championship. I'm IndyCarTim. That is PGA of America member John Gerber, who sounds like he has an empty drink. He needs to go refresh. And we'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature. Ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness. And his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
You know Volvo's reputation for building beautiful, long-lasting cars. Well, Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, has over 300 brand-new Volvos at terrific prices. And there's also that hard-to-find low interest available. When you're at Crest Volvo, say howdy to General Manager Mike Brusen. Then test drive your favorite Volvo. Crest Volvo, off 121 on the Tollway in Frisco.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is PGA of America member Mr. Johnny Gerber right over there. Wonder Twin Powers, activate. It's backwards. Fist bump. It's hard to do looking in a mirror, isn't it? Oh, God. What are we doing here? It is the 2024 St. Jude Classic. Sorry, St. Jude Championship, because it's not a classic anymore. They changed the name.
No, it's not classic. It's not classic.
Championship, benefiting poor, sick kids that Johnny likes to make fun of late at night.
No, stop. Now stop. I don't like to make fun of. Don't put that on me. Do not put that on me. That's not fair. And I'm not going to accept that.
Sorry, Nancy. He doesn't make fun of him on purpose.
No. It just tears at my heartstrings. The 38-year-old man that looks 10 is
Benjamin Button, right?
Yeah, he does look like Benjamin Button, doesn't he? Isn't that funny? You probably hate that movie too. You don't think you probably like Brad Pitt, right?
I never saw Benjamin Button. No.
Oh.
No, but I mean, I know what it was about. And yeah, I do like Brad Pitt. I mean, he ain't no Tom Cruise, but I like Brad Pitt.
Is he a better actor than than Denzel or Tom Hanks?
Oh, God, yes.
No,
not even close.
You certainly not Siskel and Ebert by any means when it comes to like film critics and critiquing.
I don't know who that is.
Cannes Film Festival certainly is not going to ask you to be a voter in their stuff.
Well, I don't speak French, so I can't go to the Cannes Film Festival. I would go to the Sundance.
They don't speak French either.
It's in France.
That don't mean they speak. I mean, listen, I've had enough of the damn Olympics. These goddamn toast eaters.
Isn't it over? Are they over yet?
I hope so. Yes, please be over.
Wow, we need that.
Yeah, it was over Monday. Yeah, please don't.
Cussed.
We got our financial advisor Nancy watching. Please don't say the F word. She's probably watching Laramie at this point. You ever watch Laramie?
I've never heard of Laramie.
Gunsmoke?
The old TV show?
Yeah, Gunsmoke.
Oh, yeah.
So she's got this Western channel that she watches, and it's over and over of like it's like Gunsmoke, Laramie, and there's like two
Wagon Train,
Trails of Wells Fargo, and she's watched this for 30 years.
Yeah.
She's seen every single episode 100 times of each show. And she watches it like she's never, like it's the first time. It's the first time. Like it's the first time she's ever watched it. And I mean, God love her to death and it's in black and white.
Yeah, they all are. That's how I am with Perry Mason. I love it. And I watch Ironside. Like at 11 o'clock, Ironside comes on. I go watch Ironside. More Raymond Burr.
More right rudder. Ha ha. Pilot over a boat. Ha ha. Love the show.
Yeah. So
Thanks, more right rider.
Can't even say his name. More Knight Rider.
Yeah, it sounds like the Hoff.
Right. Don't hassle the Hoff.
Yeah, please don't.
More right rider. Well, Johnny, let's get into some FedEx St. Jude Championship Classic. TPC Southwind. Talk about some of the players, the odds. And, of course, Johnny will offer his winning picks here as we get closer to the end of the show before we wrap things up.
We didn't do a show on Monday. Winning week last week. We did have a winning week last week. We could talk about that.
No, we can talk about it after the break here before we get into your winning picks for this week. But your favorite, of course, at these odds probably came out on Monday, so they may have changed, and I believe these are courtesy of Caesar Sportsbook. And CBS Sports. So Scotty Scheffler at 7-2 is your favorite to win the St. Jude Championship here in 2024. No money to be made. What's the point? I don't understand people who bet on favorites. You taught me that. You taught me not to do that, right?
Pride didn't pay the bills, son. Pride didn't pay the bills.
It's bragging rights, but you can't buy beer with bragging rights. So, I don't know what the point is. It's 7-1. Not much better. Of course, one of the favorites, Xander Schauffele. Man, he had eyes, I know, on his second straight gold medal over there at that stupid Le Golf National in Gay Paris. But he had a kind of a forgettable Sunday, and it resulted in a T9 finish for him. He hasn't placed outside of the top 25 since the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in February. And if you had your pick, I mean, because let's face it, the FedEx Cup champion is going to be one of these two guys, right? Scheffler or Schauffele.
Well,
who do you want to win it out of those two?
Neither. But
no, you have to pick one. That's not the game. You can't pass.
it's staggered. So when you go in the championship, it's going to be staggered, right? You just never know. If I had to pick.
Okay. Between these two guys, it's Schauffele, right? You want Scheffler to win it.
I'll say Scheffler just because he's a Texas guy. How about that?
I like other guys.
We'll keep it in the Republic of Texas. How about that?
Well, the Republic of Texas was a miserable failure if you look at history. So I don't think Texas wants to go back there.
We'll just keep it a Republic of Texas. How about that? Just don't. I don't need a history lesson here.
You need more history lessons?
No.
Do you know why Texas was a republic for 9 years? Because the U.S. wouldn't let them come into the U.S. yet. That's why. Going back to Mexico.
Thank you. Encyclopedia. What's that? Brooks
Britannica?
and Dunn encyclopedias. Oh yeah, Brooks and
Encyclopedia Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn encyclopedias.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look up that encyclopedia book.
Mark that.
Mark. Oh my gosh. Rory McIlroy at 9-1. I think he's positioned himself pretty nicely here to make a legitimate run at what would this be, his 4th FedEx Cup crown? If he wins it, he's got 3, right? I think so.
Yeah. So you look at it, I think he's going to play well this week, and he'll play well at Atlanta. I don't think he's going to play well in Colorado. I just don't. Like I said, they're so different golf courses. I think if he can get a spot, I think he'll play well this week. But next week, I think he's going to struggle. Obviously, he will get in, and that's I don't know I don't know why he likes that golf. I mean, well, I know why he likes the golf. The golf course at East Lake is incredible. But he's had so much success there. The golf course just fits him, and this golf course fits him also. The golf course next week does not. So, like I said, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's got to get off. If he gets off to a strong start this week, I don't think he's going to play well next week. If he can kind of maybe have to catch up, we'll see. We'll see.
He's got 7 trips to TPC Southwind, and he's got 4 top 12 finishes out of those 7 trips, including a T3 last year. He finished just 1 shot out of the playoff. He's got 4 top 5s in his last 6 tournaments. He might be finding his legs again after that epic meltdown, and it was epic. At 12-1, Johnny, your future Eskimo brother, Colin Morikawa. This is his best year of his career, isn't it? Like from a strokes gained perspective, I think. I mean, his game hasn't been horrible this year, but he just hasn't had the results, right?
Yeah, he struggled early in the year with his putting, and then his ball striking has been really good. Listen, like I said, he's had really good success in the majors. And we talk about this all the time. He's the highest spin player on the PGA Tour. When it's windy, he doesn't really play well. And these are facts. You watch him. And this is a very big indicator how I put him on our cards is because of if it gets windy. So I think he struggled early with his putting. I think he's figured out his putting a little bit. He just doesn't make a lot of mistakes, right? He's like the Kuchar. Right? He just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not going to overpower a golf course, but he's going to go to the ATM every time, and he's going to make $500,000 a week. It's just what it is. And, the guy can't shoot 20 under, which is probably what you're going to have this week. It's going to be it's a golf course that you're going to hate to score in. You just are.
For sure.
The weather is going to be really good. The ball is going to be running. So, it's going to be 18, something around in there. So I just don't think he's putting it good enough. I don't think he can dominate the par 5s. And there's only 2 par 5s, right? So I just don't he doesn't wow me. I mean, the only thing that wows me with him is when he's driving down the street and his girlfriend's next to him. That's the only thing that wows me about him.
It is all that wows you, isn't it?
Yeah.
More Right Rudder chimes in again. He says, I feel as if the top guys struggle this week. The Colorado event will be a lucky draw to win with the elevation. I'm seeing these courses set up for a long shot to win the FedEx. He also says, and then I'm sure I'll eat my words when Scotty's holding the trophy. Well, let's just pray that doesn't happen, first of all. We don't need another Scotty freaking victory.
Well, he's going to have such a high lead. Like so it's staggered. So he's going to have like a 2 or 3 shot lead going into the first round. So,
right.
I mean, you spot Scotty Scheffler 1 or 2, 3 strokes, he's had some success at East Lake. So, we'll see. We'll see where he's at, right? We'll just have
he's
to
had
see.
I think he's entered with a 2-stroke lead the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, and he's lost.
Yeah.
So we just don't know. You just don't know.
Ludwig Oberg, our buddy from Texas Tech, 20-1 odds. Would be really nice to see him finish the season here in the play. Even if he doesn't get a win, it would be real nice to see him finish strong as he struggled a little bit this year, more than I thought he would for sure. But young player, maybe still adjusting to pro life, with everything he's done with all of the international play he's been involved in since joining the tour here. But I think good things coming his way for sure. At 22-1, your favorite golfer, Patrick Cantlay. Oh, you don't like Patrick Cantlay? Can't even talk about Patrick Cantlay.
That's not me frozen. That was actually me holding that pose. That we're not frozen, guys. We're not. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See, you made me knock the mic over now. Then you talk about, now you're getting me upset. So my acting classes have been helping.
Acting classes? What the hell? Who has acting classes?
Yeah, acting classes.
Look, if you're a good actor, you don't need stupid classes. It just comes natural to you. Okay, like me. People don't need acting. Only people that need acting classes are people that are bad at acting.
Well, there you go.
You know what the hell I do for a living?
And the phone rings on air. Thank you.
It's Tom Cruise calling me, asking me if I want to take acting classes.
Right.
At 25-1, Tommy Fleetwood needs a good finish this season for sure as well.
Those big birds, those alligators are bigger than he is in birds in Memphis. I ain't worried about that little dude.
I still like his hair. 33-1, Hideki Matsuyama. He's out, according to Johnny. And 35-1, a couple of guys here. Tony Finau at 35-1, along with your reigning FedEx Cup champion, Victor Hovland. If you take away his third place finish at the PGA and his best tournament, was a T15 at the Memorial. So he's had a really peculiar season. We've touched on it a little bit this year. He hasn't played a ton, and is part of the reason, I think. 23 tournaments in each of the last 2 calendar years. He only teed it up 13 times, plus the Olympics so far this year. So not a lot of work, but still a confusing, perplexing season for him.
Yeah, so you look at the golf course of the PGA and the Memorial, it's actually 2 very extremely similar golf courses that they played there. And when we had him on our card on both of those tournaments just because how it fits him, that golf course, those types of golf courses fit him. This isn't that type of golf course. It's not at all. So, yeah, I think just with his struggles and I think with his just what he's going through and mentally, I mean, if you I watched a little bit of his press conference and stuff like that, he just doesn't, his answers aren't precise how I like to see a guy in confidence going into a tournament as kind of moving forward. Right. So I just don't see it. I just really don't see it.
More right rudder. Yes. Our studio is in Dallas. We are right off the tollway. He says he lives in Plano. He flies out of Addison. I also used to fly out of Addison when I had my pilot's license way back in the early and mid 90s, up until the point where my brother and I had a little bit of a crash landing incident at Addison after a little trip up to Oklahoma to play some golf, where we were in a little 172 RG, and the front nose gear collapsed on us as we were landing, Johnny. It was not a pleasant experience, but walked away unscathed. Of course, I was sitting right seat, so I didn't give a crap. My brother was left seat. He's the one that got hit with it. So it is what it is. But, yes, welcome into the show. So, Johnny, let's take another quick break, our last break of the show, and then we will come back on the other side. It's a radio term we use, on the other side, and get into Johnny's winning picks for this week. It is the favorite segment for everybody that watches the golf show because it's the one where you can make a little bit of money if you really want to. And we'll get into his picks as well as my dartboard picks for the 2024 FedEx St. Jude Championship right after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new Fan Stream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there. Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Crest Infinity in Frisco. Through the end of the month, you can lease the 2024 QX60 pure front-wheel drive for just $499 a month for 36 months. You bring $44.69 due at signing and drive away. And it gets better. This month, when you lease the new QX60, Infinity will cover the tax. On approved credit, 5s to choose from. See dealer for complete details. Expires 8/31/24. Also, you can get a $15,000 incentive on all remaining in-stock 2024 QX80 models with more than 30 to choose from. Get on out to Crest Infinity to test drive one today. Off 121 in the Tollway in Frisco or online at crestinfinity.com. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, getstarpower.com. That's getstarpower.com.
Coming back at you. Now, more Fan Stream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough, right here on Fan Stream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny Gerber, PGA of America member Johnny Gerber. We are previewing the 2024 FedEx Cup, FedEx St. Jude Championship, leading into the FedEx Cup for everybody. Having some fun, talking some golf. Johnny's, for some reason, trying to kill cancer kids or something. I don't know what he's doing over there.
There you go. And listen, I'm trying to really.
Internets.
know what he's doing over there. I'm just distancing here. I applaud children who are fighting for their lives. I do what I can to help them, but I know that's not.
I'm the bad guy. You're the one that's got it on your damn screensaver and like your ringtone and stuff like that.
Do people still do ringtones?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It seems like a very 2004 thing to have as a ringtone.
Oh yeah. You ever see ringtones like the Masters? Like all these golf nerds got like Masters ringtones. Kohler's not a golf nerd, but it's like, the Masters, the sound of the Masters.
Yeah.
People use that as ringtones.
It's been a long time since I paid for a ringtone because I can't afford ringtones. They're like $30.
So you have the ringtone of the St. Jude's charity, the hospital?
Yeah, my ringtone is help sick kids because they need your help. That's what my ringtone sounds like.
Sounds like a church.
Johnny's phone goes off. It goes, kill, kill, kill. Like, I don't know. It's pretty generic, but okay.
You're going to hell. That's terrible.
It's not my ringtone. It's your ringtone.
No, mine is free the world.
Free the world from what?
What was that concert? We are the world. Yeah.
Please free the world. Y'all, in case you didn't notice, Johnny's strong point. Johnny has a lot of things he is really, really good at. Like a lot of things he's good at. Music and cancer kids are not two of them.
Well, music is certainly not, but cancer kids, yeah, sure, I am. Sure.
All right. If you say so, I believe you. You don't have to convince me. You have to convince the cancer kids.
You can't put this out there that like stop. Stop.
What? I'm not doing anything.
Just listen. It's not my fault that a 38-year-old man that looks 10 is the rep. It's not my fault. And I get it. I pray every night. I do. I pray every night. I pray for you every night that you just don't throw me under the bus like you're doing to me right now.
I would never.
That's not true.
I'm just look. You say you open your mouth and the words come out. That's all I know.
I got a FedEx package coming tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to get it now just because of what you're just actually telling me. And it's an important one.
It's going to get sidetracked, right?
Oh yeah, no, I ain't getting it. It's going to be that movie Tom Hanks, and it's going to crash. And
wow, now you're trying to kill delivery people too.
Oh boy, here you go.
Wow. I think I'm like back into some golf.
Yeah, please do, because I'm killing everybody.
Colby killed Johnny Cochran.
He did?
You ever hear that story?
No.
So I should let Colby tell it. Hey Colby, come on the air real quick.
Bandana on or off?
Oh, it's on. He's not gonna be on camera, but he can no. Hey. Microphone. I just meant on the microphone.
Oh, okay.
So tell your Johnny Cochran story real quick, because Johnny's over here trying to kill cancer kids and delivery people.
Oh, okay. All right. So
more on that later.
Wow. All right. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So it was Emmitt Smith was breaking Walter Payton's rushing record. And I was out there with 1190 trying to cover this thing.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great story. You told me, but I want everybody to hear. This is awesome.
So I ended up at the end of the game trying to find somebody to interview, and everybody is covered up. I can't find a soul, and I'm running around, and I see out of nobody's around him, I see Johnny Cochran, and I think, well, I'll go interview him. So I run up and I have the microphone and the tape recorder. This is how long ago it was. And I run up to him. It's called a Marantz, and said, hey, Mr. Cochran, can I get a few words from you? And, just nothing about anything else, just about today's sports achievement by Emmitt Smith and whatever. And he goes, sure. So I put the microphone to my mouth and I say, so tell me, we're here with Johnny Cochran. Mr. Cochran, what does a day like today mean to you? And just total softball, right? put the microphone to his face, and he says, well, today is a great day when a black man like Emmett Thomas, and I pulled the microphone away and just slunk away. And before I turned that sumbitch off, I said into the microphone, looks like Johnny Cochran has a brain tumor, and turned it off.
And then what happened?
He died of a brain tumor.
Oh, boy. Well, to your defense, just kind of like the movie Step Brothers, if you had a samurai sword and you saw Randy Jackson,
You're gonna get it signed.
you have to get it signed. If you see Johnny Cochran, you just have to interview him. Who's never seen Step Brothers?
Colby.
Me.
Your man. Please don't go on the next show. Your man card is done.
He doesn't watch
the
comedy.
greatest. That's the greatest movie for a dude in the world.
He hasn't seen Happy Gilmore. He has.
You never seen Old School?
No,
he doesn't watch comedies.
I don't.
If people don't die in the movie and there's not blood splattered on the walls and windows, he's not going to watch it.
You sound like Nancy Gerber. Like, it's just to a T. Like, if there's not 4 people getting killed in the first 10 minutes of the movie, I'm done. She's done. Like, she's done. She's done.
I mean, well, then she's got really good taste in movies.
She does. She does.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
All right, we got new picks.
Terrorized as a kid watching Friday the 13th every day.
Should have been playing this.
Right.
All right, Colby, thanks. We'll see you in an hour.
Yes, sir.
There he goes, the great Colby Sapp.
The great for sure.
Killed off Johnny. I told you the day that one day on JP's show, me and him killed off Gary Thorne and Bill Clement. One day we were talking old school ESPN hockey, and Bill Clement used to be a former player, used to be the color guy back in the 90s for ESPN. And then Gary Thorne, who was a baseball guy also, but he was the greatest TV hockey play-by-play. When we were talking about them, and I was like, said something about Bill Thorne or Gary Thorne, and I was like, man, there's no way he's still alive, right? No, and we're like, no, he's got to be dead. And we brought up Clement and JP's like, yeah, I'm sure he died long ago. And then I went and looked him up. I'm like, oh, nope, they're both still alive. Damn it. They're like 80-something, but, well, crap. So it happens. Put a microphone in front of my mouth and someone's going to die. It's usually the way it works.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny. So real quick here, as we're short on time because we BS all the time. Let me go over my what we have here, the dartboard picks for the FedEx St. Jude Championship. My top 20, I'll go backwards because I usually do. I want our music here. I gotta find some. You want some better music? How about this? JT Poston plus 275 for my top 20. Johnny, shoot it down in 10 seconds or less.
Sorry, Russell Henley, because I have him on my card too. Sorry.
Oh. Top 10, Davis Thompson / Holly Grace Thompson Robinson -Ham.
Where's the picture?
Plus 475.
Where's the picture? Where's the wedding picture?
Again? How skinny I am. I look good skinny. Well, you know who's going to be upset, though, is her.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
going to be upset. That's
Yeah,
okay. I can deal with both of them. It's not a big deal. And then my winner, 33-1, Russell Henley T-shirt at 33-1. There's my my dartboard picks. But now, as we get into some of the picks that matter, because that's what everybody wants to see, are Johnny Gerber's picks, his winning picks. He'll give you his record here in just a second. I'm looking for my intro as we have to go to here. And then Johnny will give you his all of his stats as we introduce Johnny's winning picks for the FedEx. And brought to you, as always, by Golf Central Magazine, by Orion Golf, pioneers of golf facility management, Orion Golf, and now brought to you by Tom's Town. Check them out at toms-town.com. Vodka, gin, bourbon available for delivery in 40 states or at toms-town.com. Check them out. we're going to tomorrow. I can't wait. Johnny, tell us about your card.
Yeah, you're going to throw it on the screen. There we go. After a solid week last week, we are profitable last week. Nice logo with the Tomstown. My man James is going to love that. That's just
like
awesome.
that.
But yeah, that's fantastic. Hey, profitable week last week, plus 275 on the profit wheel last week. We did cash in on our 2 top 20 picks and close to Davis Thompson on that top 10. That's why I'm not giving him the accolades about that. And hey, she should leave him for you after missing the top 10 and big numbers going into last week by 1 shot. So, hey, going into a week, we are going to another solid week and profitable week. Corey Connors is our first pick on the board at 28-1. This is a place. It's a ball striking's paradise. It's a long golf course. This guy drives the ball fantastic. You got to shoot. You're going to have to shoot 18 under par, I think, to win this. I think the weather is going to be fine. I think he's got some acclimation to the Bermuda grass. He won in San Antonio twice. Very Bermuda, a little different type of golf course, but I like him on this, getting some momentum to get ready for the President's Cup at 28-1. Russell Henley, even though Tim has him on his card, that is not going to deter me from picking him, the best putter on Bermuda greens.
And for the record, who had him on his card first? I want everybody to know I'm not copying Johnny.
No, that's not. No, you sent it to me. You sent it
to you yesterday, right? Yeah.
This just goes to show how much I like him, that you put him on the card and I still like him, right? Yeah, that's
still there,
I love him. 33-1. Like I said, this guy's going to win again. You think he's an old cat, but he's not. He's been out there for a long time, but he's not an old guy. So you look at a guy like this, it puts so good on Bermuda greens, 33-1. I love him in this spot. Good value there. Tony Finau, Finesse, whatever you want to call him, 35-1. Man, listen, do I expect so much from Tony Finau that I don't know what's going on with him. He is so talented. It's just he hits the ball far. I don't know. This is a golf course that he makes a ton of birdies, and he's just a disappointment. He's one of the guys on the PGA Tour that I just expect more. I'm going to take him with value at 35-1. Ham sandwich pick. We don't even have that drop yet. My name is Sepp. Straka.
Drop yet.
Sepp Straka, 60-1.
I'm going to have
60-1 from Sepp Straka. There it is. Yeah. There it is. That's close enough. That is close enough. If you guys haven't watched 22 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. Or is it 22?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 22. You'll get that reference. The Mexican Wolverine. That's what they call it. But here we go. Sepp Straka, 61. Good value. Won in a very kind of similar grasses when he won down in when he played well, or he won down in Honda. He's a Georgia guy, puts well in this type of conditions, puts well in these types of greens. So I like him at 61. He's had a solid year. 2 top 10 picks this week. Tom Kim plus 230. You look at this guy, he's played well there. If you look at him a year ago, this is kind of where he made his 2 years ago. He made his kind of surge. What you guys are knowing about Tom Kim, learning about Tom Kim. He's a grinder. He's been playing solid golf, but in this spot with a shorter field, getting that top 10 spot, I thought there was good value at plus 230. Man, I hate to pick this guy, but I just think that the number is really good at plus 375 for Cam Young. Is he the biggest? I mean, we have him on our card a lot, and I don't know what this guy's deal is. I really don't. I've been trying to figure him out for a long time. I think a short field, if he's only going to have to beat 70 players instead of 150 in half the field, I think he's got a pretty good shot to finish in that top 10. Like him at plus 375. 2 top 20 picks this week. Alex Noren at plus 200. The guy's going to grind the fingernails off of it. I don't even think he has any fingernails left, how much he hits golf balls. But that being said, finishing that top 20 in a 70-person field, as well as he flights a golf ball, puts it solid, but he's a ball striking machine. He hits the ball left or right. He hits it high. I don't think the wind's going to blow that much this week, but I like him in this spot. Some pretty good value at 200. And our last top 20 pick this week, Denny McCarthy, plus 250. Best putter in the world. Not definitely on these greens. Russell Henley is on these greens, but Denny McCarthy, best putter in the world, gets some value at plus 250 in a short field. I think he's got to play well. I think he's going to putt well to try to jump in that top 50 spot. Kind of sits kind of a little outside the bubble there. I think he's going to play well, maybe finish in that top 20. I think he does finish in that top 20. I think he gets in that top 50 spot for next week.
Real quick, Johnny, before we log off here, more right rudder had a comment a little bit earlier.
2 weeks.
Everybody start
Everyone's
even this week and next.
This weekend next. Everyone starts even this weekend next, and then it's staggered going into the Tour Championship.
That's what I thought. All right, you boys and girls, appreciate everybody tuning in on this train wreck of a show, because that's what it always is, and that's why we love it, and that's why it's from the rough and not from the fairway or from the tee box or even from the
Never know what you're going to get. We talked about movies. We talked about if you had talking about who's the lawyer?
Movies?
Who's the lawyer that Colby
What
talked
lawyer?
about?
Oh, Johnny Cochran.
if you had, we were going to talk about Johnny Cochran on your bingo card from a golf show.
Yeah.
You're a winner times 10
You
this
win.
week.
Ding, ding,
Just
ding,
like
ding. Oh, wait.
just like we are, just like we're going to be 53, 28, and 6 on matchups. Just after last week, a little over $7,000 units, however you want to put it on the profit category. We're gonna jump up that and get you guys some more money this week.
All of the money. Make sure you guys tune in. Show on Monday. We doing a show on Monday? I can't remember.
We will not be doing a show on Monday. We
We're
won't
gonna be
recap
doing-
it. We will be traveling. Tim's going to see the new maybe potential studio. We will be at the retreat doing some work at the retreat. Maybe we might do an impromptu show. It might be something simple, but we will be at our new home at the retreat in Cleburne, Texas, along with our main man, Chris Kohler. So we might do some stuff, but certainly back on Wednesday, a week from today, with a new winning, a new show and some more winning picks.
Preview the BMW, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And we'll laugh at all of the golfers that didn't make the cut, the top 50. And we'll laugh at cancer once again. We're just going to make fun of cancer until it goes away.
Stop.
That hits close to home.
That hits close to home. That hit close to home. Slow down. That's not what we're doing here.
Me too. I don't have to laugh at it. It's just how I deal with pain and grief. I laugh.
Understood.
That's why I laugh so much. All right, that's going to do it for us. Special thanks to Tomstown popping on here as a new sponsor. You guys check out toms-town.com. And, of course, Turf Life at turflife.club. Golf Central Magazine. Check them out at golfcentralmag.com. Turf, or that's the other one. Golf Philanthropy, Travel, and Lifestyle over at Golf Central Magazine. All the sponsors mixed up sometimes in my brain. Go check them out at golfcentralmag.com. Also, Orion Golf, pioneers of golf facilities management. Appreciate those boys very much. We'll do it all again a week from today on Wednesday to preview the BMW, me and Johnny. Until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.
Sometimes when there's only one pickle in the pickle jar, you just got to eat that pickle.
Brandon Steele screwed my mom.
I could hit it like Jesus.
Where's Mills? Scotty Scheffler.
I like other guys.